it's Ashley House from CHRI, and I am here in Orlando at Momentum with Love and the Outcome, Chris and Jody.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Good to see you.
So good to see you as well. It's been a while since we've seen you up in Canada.
I know, too long.
And your set today was amazing, really different than the last time we saw you. You've moved down to Nashville, you've had a really exciting year, a new single, new album out really soon at the end of September. So how's the process been in Nashville, changing kind of a bit of your music, working together?
Man, a baby and a new album in 1 year, like that's enough to leave you going like, okay, Lord, I need you so much right now. It's funny, any faking you could do before being a mom, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, we have clothes on, we're on stage, I think we know the words, go. For real, like it's just every day's an adventure right now, I think. Our son's 6 months old. Chris is such a good dad, and we're just like learning as we go.
He's just fun. He's just like, he's always happy.
Yeah.
So
Milo, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And what's the middle name?
Wolf.
Milo Wolf. How adorable is that?
I know we should be talking about music, but we always end up talking about Milo, but it's all intertwined. I mean, I think he was only present, in the studio for one song. Everything else was while I was pregnant. So the whole experience is just intertwined.
Well, and he got on the record too.
Yes.
Like, he just squawked at the right time, and
we didn't take it out.
And we
left
it in.
And what song is that in?
It's called Good Life.
Good Life. Okay, we're gonna have to
Appropriate,
listen for
right?
that. Yes, that's amazing. And so the single, "The God I Know," you recorded that in LA, and that was when you were pregnant.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was barely pregnant at the time, and it's funny, I didn't know how much I needed to sing that song. I was just barely pregnant, hadn't really processed any of it, and now being a new mom and singing it so much, it's like the Lord just knew I needed that message.
Yeah.
We took Milo on the road when he was 6 weeks old, and we were on a tour bus, and I'm a new mom in public, and you're just kind of trying to figure this all out, And I was like, okay, hands up, worries down, like, okay, I believe this song,
Yeah.
So you have a different favorite line in the song.
Well, no strings attached when he saved my soul. I mean, when Jody came up with that line, I was like, I think Paul would be really proud of that line. I mean, that's the gospel in a nutshell.
Yeah.
So.
There's nothing we can do to earn it, He just loves us completely, and I didn't grow up thinking that way about the Lord, and so it's been really freeing to help fans understand that, you're completely loved no matter what you do or don't do. So...
And was the whole album recorded in LA then? Did you work with one producer there?
We did half in Nashville and half in LA.
Started it and finished it in California.
Yes.
Which is funny. And we used the same two producers, one from LA, one from Nashville. So it was kind of the same team, the four of us, for the whole thing.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier, I heard you mention that God really spoke to you and said, get rid of your to-do list and write a miracle list down. And I love that. And I think a lot of women and men, but women especially, we're all about the list. And
totally.
moms are all about the list. We got to get it done. Like if we don't get it done, who's going to get it done? Right?
So true.
So I don't know. Just give us a little bit more into that.
That was not easy to do. Like I literally wrestled with the Lord. Like, did I hear you right? Because, in the name of good stewardship and doing our best, we do our lists. And there's nothing really wrong with it, except when it was stopping me from actually waiting on the Lord to do what He wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I would do it in my own strength and thinking I had to hurry up and get it done, when the Lord was like, I was going to do that for you actually, but you stressed yourself out doing it yourself. So it really forces me to take my time and live in the tension of waiting, which isn't easy to do, and I'm learning. But I did rip up my to-do list. I still have them on my phone periodically, but I'm trying. Every time I write something down, I'm like, good reminder to depend on you, not myself.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And Chris, did you kind of have to learn that lesson, or are you just the encourager along the way, kind of calling her out when she gets stressed out?
Yes.
Well, I see miracles everywhere, so it's fun.
It's more your nature to
is.
just see the miracles and just slow down.
Yeah, and I mean, it is helpful for me to have to-do lists because I forget things very easily, but...
We're a good balance. I think people think, how do you work together? How are you in a band at the same time? But we're so different. Like Chris is a bass player, and he's so that guy. He's steady Eddie, just holds it together, holds it down. And I'm typical front person. I'm just kind of up and down. And I mean, we're both obviously believers and love the Lord with all our heart, but he's just such a faithful guy. So I don't know, I think that's why it works to do this together and be together all the time, because we're not, fighting for the same position.
Right.
We're happy to share the front. He'd rather be by the drum kit, but I'm like, come up to the front with me.
Come dance with me.
Yes.
You prefer peanut butter and I prefer almond butter, so it works.
It's true.
You two are the cutest, and you seem to work really well off stage and on stage. So thanks so much. Always a pleasure to chat. Looking forward to hearing the album.
Yes.
And we can't wait to come back to Ottawa.
Yes.
Capital City.
Canada.
We love you guys.
Loving the outcome. It's Jody and Chris.